Hello and welcome to the channel. I am Wendy. This is Wendy's Pet Salon and this is my little home grooming salon at my home. So hello and welcome to the channel. Welcome.
Washing in the dryer. Sorry.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the subscribers, and if you are new with us, welcome on board. I do hope you will consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give us a like, give us a share. It really helps the algorithm, and I don't then stand here talking to myself, which I'm going to do every day this week. So yesterday we saw Georgie, Snoopy One Eye, Ollie, Winnie and Aggie the cats, and Lucy Shih Tzu. Today, got a lovely day, sort of. I've got lovely Jack here with me. I don't think you can. No, you can't see him. I'll introduce you in a minute. Jack, he's a lurcher. He's got like Bedlington in him. I'm sure he's been on one of the videos before. I leave him little tassel ears, so he's got that little Bedlington little bit. I've got Milo, who comes for the dry cut, who you may have seen before. He's on my, if you have a look at my aggressive playlist, it's not me being aggressive, it's the dogs being aggressive. Milo is on there. I may not show you anything with him because I need to keep my wits about me. I did do a full length video on him, and I think that's where it should stay. So Bobby Poodle is coming back after my error on the computer. He got the wrong reminder date. And then we've got Jake, who you've met before, who's larger than life. I believe his mum, or his mum's daughter told me, I do her two dogs, that he's been through the wars again. I think he's had more teeth out. So he's been through the wars. He's a Cocker Spaniel, rather large. He's a black. We keep him short all over, and he's quite noisy on occasion. So that's my day today. So hang around if you want to meet my dog. So I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm giving Jack a bit of time just to settle down because he is so nervous. You might even be able to hear him. He sounds like a steam train in the background here. And he does dribble a little bit. So I can see spots of dribble on the floor because he's so nervous. He does chill out if you just give him the time to do that. I've got my Pet Remedy diffuser on, my lavender's on, so hopefully that will sort of block his anxiety and ignite his calm signals. So I'm going to flip the camera around so there's Jack. Hello, Jack. You want a treat, Jack? Probably won't have a treat. Yeah, Jack. What's his? Ooh. Oh, yes. We're not too stressed for a treat. Does that make it better? Oh, you're my friend now. So if you just have a look, it's not going to have too much today because his coat is comfy. It's not too bad at the moment, and he needs that for winter. And you can see I give him his little tassely ears because there's some Bedlington in there. With him being a lurcher, it's maybe greyhound, whippet, lurcher, that type of thing. But you're very nervous, aren't you, Jack? Hey? So I'm going to get Jack in the bath. So I'm going to go and get Jack in the bath. Normally, because of the layers of coat, I have explained this on another video before, but he has like 2 layers of fur. So he has this undercoat and then he has this wire stuff on the top. Now I have stripped him in the past, but his coat isn't really strippable anymore. So what I tend to do is get a long comb attachment, and if you lift up the hair, I just take it to where the wire is, and I leave the fluffy undercoat, which is he's got a nice thick undercoat. And if you just go above, it gives him this lovely plush look look about him. Because if you were to take a shorter blade into that undercoat, it doesn't have the same effect. And it sort of helps his coat if you don't cut into it. It sort of grows nicer, because once you've cut into that undercoat, it doesn't look nice and it doesn't grow nice. So I just go above it. So we keep all this nice lush undercoat. That rarely changes, that undercoat type bit. It's just like the wire bits that grow. A little bit like the Border Terrier. But no, settling down now. He's sitting down on the floor. So, are you calming down now, sweetie? Yeah. Well, less puffy and panty. So I'm going to make a start. And yeah. So he needs this coat for winter. I don't want to take that off too much. I don't know if he's a fan of a coat or not. So I'll see in a bit. So I am going to use the Hydro Bath with Jack today. And what I will just mention is, I haven't mentioned before, I don't believe, is I have on my cleaning thing, I have a little thing here. It's like a sterilising bucket, and all my silicone, I've just left one out here, all my silicone scrubbers, my rubber scrubbers, I put in, so I rotate them, so I know that what's going on, the dog is clean, and then I just pop it back into the sterilizer, like so. I just use some, I've got some sterilising tablets. The tablets seem to last me longer than the fluid, so I just pop a tablet in there, and I just empty it out every day, and that way, you know, all my equipment is clean, and that includes like cloths that I'm using around the bath, and things like that. So yeah, so I'm going to film up my Hydro Bath, and as I've said before, I don't use my Hydro Bath like a Hydro Bath. Don't know what that was. I don't use my Hydro Bath fully how it was intended. It has a heat tank and it has a wash tank. I don't use the heat tank anymore because of the electric bill. I've actually got a shower that I had fixed in here when it was built. That comes directly from my boiler, my combi boiler, straight over to here. They run the pipes underneath, set the pipes, so there's a shower in here. So if ever I don't do this, we've got like a little shower. Yeah, so what I do is I fill it manually with my shower. I put the warm water in the wash tank, and then when I switch it to wash, it will just circulate that water. So I don't necessarily need to have my heat tank. What it is really helpful for is, say you've got we had it this year, you know, when they stop the water, what do they call it? They just turn your water off, you know, whatever reason. And I've got water in my tank, so I switch it to heat, so I've got some water. So, you know, I have had it where I've been able to use this, because obviously if they turn my water off, then it's not going to come through here. On occasion we have had a power cut, but yeah, sometimes they'll turn off the water if they're doing things. Yeah, so now what I'm doing is I'm just filling the water tank. I've set that to close, so it's filling, and I just get my shampoo, and I'm gonna use the Pro Naturel. So pretty much that's all I need in here, which is just like one pump. because it really foams up the shampoo. And if I want to give them like 2 shampoos, what I do is, am I still on? Yeah. What I do is I'll wash in once, and then I will rinse with the shower, and then shampoo again. So that's how I get my 2 shampoos out of this water. So it's just filling. And switch it to wash. Yeah, so like I say, if you turn the water off for whatever reason, and I've got some in my tank here, I just flick it on. So I've got enough water to wash one dog. And then you hope to God that they turn the water back on. So it does come in handy that. I used to use it full time with the heating elements. It used to, that's what I used to use down at the salon. But to save electricity at home, I have the manual shower. So generally, most of the time, I'm using the shower, not the hydro bath. The only time I really use my hydro bath now is if I've got a larger dog. So like Jack today, my standard poodles, that type of thing. So that's it. I'm full up. I'm going to get Jack in the bath now. Right, Jack, come on, sweetie. Come on, sweetie. There's a good boy. Come here, Jack. Jack. Good boy. Wait. There we go. Right, come with me. Come with me. In the bath. Whoa, straight in. Good boy. That was quick. There we go. Right, so is he in the bath now? So always with my dogs, the first thing I do is give them a facial. So I just wet his face a little bit. There we go, sweetie. Some people leave the head to last because that's when they shake. But I like to leave a facial on. Because you have stinky faces, don't you? You've been putting them in other places. Right. Come here, sweetie. Let's just give you a face a rub. Wait a minute. We'll leave that facial on. Leave your face to soak, don't we? What I've used there is the Sentiment Spa. This is a best shot shampoo, and it's berry amaretto. So yeah, so you can use it on their body and everything, but it is it's tearless, it's calming, silk protein, vitamin enriched, and it's hypoallergenic as well. So I use that. So I've got the Pore Naturel in there, and then like I was saying, then all the shampoo and water will come through. If I just switch it on, all the shampoo and water comes through here in the warm water. So you can see how it foams up. That's just with that one pump of shampoo. So I've just shampooed that one side, and what I tend to do is I get this old knackered brush, and I just rake through the shampoo. Brush through the shampoo, and all that fine undercoat that he's got there will come out in abundance. If I just See, if I just go like that, see how it just comes out. So when I come to blast him and dry him, it's not going to go everywhere in the air. And you know, you might see people with beehives on and things like that, because of all this undercoat that flies around. But if you get it out before the bath, you see how it comes out, or during the bath, should I say? I get it during the bath, then he will dry a lot quicker. I can do another shampoo now on this side, and then I'll turn him round. You can get really deep down into the coat with this hydro bath. Gives them a nice massage. You can even do it while you've got it on. So you can comb it through while you've got it on. So yeah, I mean, obviously I'm doing it very gently because it is a brush. It generally gets a lot of impacted fur on his bottom. See how it comes out. There we go, there's one side. So I'm going to turn you around to the other side. Turn around that way. Boy, just clip you on there. Right, there's one side. So we'll just leave that soaking on that one side. We'll do this side now. Good boy. Good boy. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Ooh, ooh. So it's going to shake. There you go. You should shake now. You're going to shake now? No, I'm not going to shake now. I'm going to wait until you come closer, and then I'm going to shake on you. Yeah, I'm just going to comb this through again. Good boy. Stay, sweetie. Stay. Ooh, lots coming out this side, isn't there? Just tons of it. Tons of it. Good boy. He gets a lot around his neck and a lot around his knickers. You're going to shake now? I'll stand away. No shaking? No? No. See, it just comes out in abundance. If you prefer, if you're not liking the idea of the brush, oh dear, what you can do is you can use your rake. I've got one from Firminator and it's got rotating teeth. Is that okay? And you can just rake it through. Wait there. Stay. Stay. See, and it will come out. You see? It's very bulbous on the end of this. Just a minute, sweetheart. Good boy. wait. Now if I just look here, see how it all comes out. And that's the stuff that's going to blow around in the air. Right, so let's now just put another shampoo through that. Good boy, right there. I'm just going to put a bit of extra shampoo on your dirty bottom. I think I'm going to give you a Christmas bottom. I'm going to put some of the Buggerlugs, a little bit of cinnamon on your bum. That'll keep your bum fresh, won't it? Let's just give that. There's a little bit of stuff on there. Try and get that off for you. Nobody likes a dirty bottom, Jack, do they? Right, we'll just leave that to soak there for a minute. Wait a minute, stay. That's a good boy, it's a good boy. Good boy. Okay. So now we're going to rinse you. Just a little bit. I don't want to rinse that shampoo up your bottom, it's soaking. So I'm just going to put another shampoo through. I haven't got rid of my shampoo yet. Right, so I can now let my shampoo out. So I'm going to turn it to open and then I'm going to turn it to rinse. And what I always do while he's soaking is, because there'll be shampoo and dirty water in this pipe, so I always make sure that I rinse through the pipe before I leave it. So I'll maybe just rinse down the sides. Just to flush out that pipe. There we go. Make sure that's out the way. There we go, my darling. Right, so here's your final rinse now. You rinse all that facial off. And obviously blocking their ears as well. If you put your hands underneath the ear and hold the base of the ear with finger and thumb to block the water from going down the ear canal, you can safely rinse the shower over the top of his head. That way you've blocked off the ear canal. And you can do the same with the other side. So put your hand under the ear and block it off, and then you can just run the shower over. And that way there's not water going down. So if they were got sore ears, for instance, if you still need to give them a wash, you aren't pushing any dirty water further down into the ear or dirty debris. And I always let them shake, because if there is some water going down the ear, then they will shake to shake it out, obviously. Like when they go into a lake or whatever, they automatically want to shake off the water. Good boy. Make sure you rinse. And I always say, rinse and rinse. And if you think you're rinsed, rinse again. So you always make sure that you haven't got any soap residue. Ooh, come on, sweetheart. Especially in the groin area, because obviously the shampoo falls under this area. So you need to make sure that that area is all clean, because if it's not and that dries on the skin, it can cause irritation. Not saying it will, but it could. So always have a feel. Good boy. Good boy. Good, 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 good boy. Okay, sweetie. Right, so I'm just going to grab my towel on. That's it. I always go to the ears, massage the ears. Your head, rub your head, and then take it off. And he's going to shake. You're going to shake? Go on, give us a shake. You can do it. Shake. Sometimes if they don't shake, you can just go, little blow in the ear. Go on, shake. Shake, give us a shake. Yay! There you go. Oh, watch yourself. Right, there we go. Right. I always make sure his head is toweled dry as much as I can. He's not a fan of having his hair dried. So what I do is I've got the dog robe hoodies, and I've also got the normal hoodies. So I'll give him one of the dog robe hoodies, because that's like a towel. So that's the dog robe one. So I'll pop that over the head, because that sort of covers quite a lot. I've got all different sizes. I've got the small, medium, and the large, and then I'll put this over the top. There we go, like that. So that's drying underneath there now, isn't it? And it's not going to shake off because I put the hoodie over the top. These don't tend to come off, these hoodies. They're very good, actually. Right, so I'm going to get him blasted and dried, and we'll see him back on the table. Woo! Right, so he's all on the table now. All dried and fluffy and looking lush. Aren't you, sweetie? I'm not going to do too much to him. I've only got about 30 minutes just to do this trim. And it's got, where are you going? That's your lead. He doesn't need an awful lot off. I'm just going to tidy around his feet. I'm going to sort of tailor these tassels here. So I'll just comb it to one side. Bring it a bit closer. I'll just explain what I'm going to do to his ears. Bit further up. There. So his ear there, like that. So literally, I leave this bit here But these bits down the side, leading down to the bottom of the ear, I take off to give him a sort of a Bedlington ear, because I'm sure there's Bedlington in here, the way his hair grows. And he's got a slight wave to his hair. You've got a proper combination coat, haven't you? And what I normally do as well is I'll tassel his ears and I'll just shorten up his face. I make sure that I get all this hair out of his pockets here, and then just level up his beard there. I think that's about it. He's got some areas on his tail that have, look there, like I was explaining with Snoopy's hair. He's got this fluffy undercoat and these long bits on the top that I'll just tailor with my scissors. Come here, Jack. So I'm going to crack on because I don't have long, and I'll try and get a little video of him on the floor. There we are. We're all done. Nice. Beautiful. He's got his little, we've got a gingerbread bandana on. Sun's shining for us today. Let's have a look at you. Goat. Ooh, do you want to wee? No? Where are you going? Where are you going? Hey, is he coming? Yeah. There we go. Over here, we might be able to see you, mightn't we? Can you see your hair? Is it? Is it? Do you give paw? Do you give paw? You give me paw? Paw. Paw. Jack, you give me paw. Give me a paw. There we go. I don't do paw. I didn't think you did. You does eating treats, don't you? Yeah. Right, so this is Milo. Like I said, I'm probably not going to do much video with him, but I'll just explain his situation. I've been doing Milo for many years. Unfortunately, he didn't get on with his original groomer when he was younger. He just would just go crazy, especially if you touched around his back end. He just whip around on you. So I've tried all different methods and things with him. Obviously, things have got slightly better because his owner is stuck with me. He'll sit nice and calm on here. I can do sort of the majority of his body, sometimes down his legs and thing. He only comes for a dry cut. I don't bath him or anything. Mum baths him sort of between, and I just do the clip. I mean, he looks just like normal, any normal. Oh, you're going to fall off. Watch out. And he's such a sweetie, honestly. But for these certain areas, it's like the devil dog. You just absolutely detest it, don't you? Absolutely detest it. And he is such a little baby. Basically, what I had to do is use a tape muzzle on, because the Elizabethan collar was no good. Thrashes about, it pops off, no good. So I had to use a tape muzzle on him, and so he just couldn't bite me. So now what I do is I use the bubble, which is this. It means he can't sort of move his head down like that. And when he's thrashing about, it protects him as well. I do use the belly strap with him as well, because he likes to turn around quite a lot. That helps keep him steady on the table. I don't have it tight. It just, when I'm trying to do things, I know that obviously I need my two hands. He's got his neck thing on. That will just help him to steady him on the table, just so that he doesn't, fall off there. There's no medical reason why he can't have the belly loop on there. And like I say, Most dogs will stand lovely on the table if you let them, and over time will learn to stand on the table very nicely. Am I on green? Yeah, I'm on green. However, when you've got a dog like Milo that dances about on the table at certain moments of the groom, they do come in handy. And for safety reasons, I'm going to use that. But I will stress that it's not pulled tight on him at all, because that is too much restraint. I don't want to restrain him. I just want it for me just to steady him so that he's not actually going to fall off the table when he is flipping around on me. If you want to see a video of him, like I said before, he has got a video on the aggressive playlist. So if you look on my playlist on the channel, you will find Milo's video on there. So I am going to crack on, however, because I only have him for such a 40 minutes. I clip it off and then he goes home. He comes to see me. It take 30 miles or so he comes, because he used to come and see me from Warrington, my salon in Warrington, and he's just had to come here when I've moved. He did come to the other salon, but now he comes to here. So yeah, I need my sort of my wits about me now. He has a 7F all over. I trim his ears. I try and trim his tail. I'll give his ears and the brush out if I can do. And yeah, mainly the most part at the moment when he's coming is his front legs. So, but I just have this until the moment. Then I can just tell he starts getting more and more tense. He's looking at me more. So you know, I don't let him sort of stare me out, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I can tell by his body language when I'm going to need this, because he sort of runs out of thing. He will start this starey business. So anyway, I'm going to crack on. Like I say, if you want to see his video, you can go and look on there. Well, I just try and keep calm. I've got my remedy spray on. Well, my lavender's on, and my pet remedy diffuser is on. So I'm going to get cracking, and we'll see him just before he leaves. Literally, his mum will come in, whip him up because he'll start barking. She puts him in the car, barks in the car. It's just a routine every single time. And she comes in and pays, because she would never be able to pay. You'd just be barking all the time. Won't you? Yes, you will. You will. We just try and keep you as calm as possible, don't we? Yes, we do. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Right, so I'm going to crack on, and I'll see you when he's done. So we made it through. We made it through, didn't we? You've got a bandana, although I'm not sure that you deserve it after you were being nasty to me, but I'll forgive you. Thousands wouldn't. Right. Ready, Milo? Is she coming? Is she coming? Yeah. Yeah. So that was lovely, lovely Milo. Yeah, he's what you call extremely random. I mean, he like I say, he comes from Warrington to see me, because he just I understand his issue, and I know when he's gonna go, and I've just built up this thing with him now. I could just tell. So you know, if he was to go to another groomer now, what Milo does, he sort of lulls you into a false sense of security, because he's fine. You can get him on the table, you can put your thing in it, yeah, and you could probably start clipping his back, and then bam, you know what I mean. But I can tell the warning signs. He just has this glazedness about him. And the bubble of shame has to come out, and you know, I like to put that on, you know, when I really need to. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, and when I'm using the belly loop and things like that, it's not pulled high, and I only put that really on when he's going to start thrashing about. So because I know when he turns, his legs will be off the table there, so it just gives me a little bit more time to maneuver him back where he needs to be safely. And you know, because if you was to pull it tight up there, it would be uncomfortable and it would feel more restraining. Whereas it's literally just meant to steady him. Really, that's all I really want to be able to do is steady him, and I work as quickly as possible and sort of to limit his stress levels. I don't bath him as well. I've never bathed him. He's always been bathed by his owner. When she can, she'll bath him, and then he comes to me pretty cleanish, so I can just do the dry cut, do his feet. It's fine for the feet, fine for the nails. And then once I've done all the, even when he's had a little bit of a go at me, I can still go back and do underneath here, underneath. I have to keep my wits about me. He doesn't like knots and things like that, so I have to make sure I've got plenty of spray on the ear when I'm brushing it out. I use a good firm brush on his ears and trim them off as much as I can. So it is, it may sound awful, I have to do that, but in the interest of Milo's safety and my safety, that I think is the kindest thing to do with him. His only other option would be every so many months to be put out cold and clipped off by a vet, and that's not ideal at all. So somebody's calling me. I missed that. Unfortunately, I missed that call. So so his option would be to be put out cold and stuff. And for the sakes of, 30 minutes every, 30, 40 minutes every 4 months, I think we go, between 3 and 4 months. Clip him off, comes again, it will be just for short periods of time that he will have that burst at me. And then he can be quite calm in the next breath. He can be calm and lets me do it. So it's a little bit kamikaze. But, you do come across, animals, dogs, that have these sort of quirky ways about them. So, and you've just got to figure it out, damage limitation, try and, think, there's no point in me shouting at him or anything like that. It would make absolutely no difference whatsoever anyway, and it would just be my own frustration. So I just click him, and then off you go, Milo. See you in a few weeks. So we're waiting on Bobby. Bobby will be here at 1:15. So in about 5 minutes. So I've been able to go and have a bit of a sandwich and a chat with my husband, because we are like passing ships in the night. We both work, so yeah. So I managed to get sort of 30-minute break there. Bobby come in, and then we've got Jake. So just 2 more. I should finish about 5 o'clock today, and it's my last training session before our last match of the year. So, and I have my new trousers for winter, my new training trousers and top. So I'm going to wear them tonight. Hopefully I won't be sweating buckets. So I'll just wait for Bobby Poodle. Bobby Poodle has arrived with his Elvis legs. Haven't you? There we go. Here he is. Okay, yes, it's all right. He's been for a big walk and a snooze and been woke up, so he's like, oh, what's going on? So I probably won't, I've only got till it's 1:15 now. I've got till 3 to get him done. So I probably won't show too much, but what I will do is, all the gates open. I'm going to just talk through his trim. And some things, he's getting on a bit now. And he has some warts and stuff. So when I'm clipping his face, I have to be really, just checking him on. I have to be really careful I don't catch these knots. I think he's got one at the top of his nose, and he's got one on his, he's got one on near his tooth there. He's at the bottom there. So when I'm clipping his face, I have to be careful. Obviously, that's part of me pre-check that I just do it as automatic now. I just give him a check over before I do him. So he has a lamb trim, and because it's winter, I don't take his body too short. So I'll probably take his body on a 3. So take all this to a 3. So I'll take this all off, down to his pin bone here, and then I follow it over. So from the pin bone there, I just draw a line. So all this I'll take off. I'll just go, then I go straight across with my clipper there to this pin bone at the bottom, on his bottom there, that little pin bone there, here. So I take off all this, I just draw a line to his pin bone there, take all this off there, all that off, and then I leave all his legs for me to blend, and blend his cylindrical legs in. But obviously, like I do with a lot of my pet styles, what I was saying before about the leg shape is I'll go from this pin bone here, and what I'll do is I'll take my 3 blades, I'll take it off there, and I'll also, if I lift his leg up there, I'll take it from the pin bone and I'll just scoop it in slightly there, and then I'll take that on the inside of his leg there. But I'll explain once I get him all done and he's done. I'll show you what he looks like. So if I just put him onto the side there, if I just maybe move this back slightly so you can see the whole of him there. So just put you on the side so we can see your side profile, and then when we look at you after, so that's what he looks like now. That's what you look like now. Put your legs back a bit. So there's him stood there like that. So then afterwards, I'll go over and we'll look at his shape again. But like I say, I'll take it down to here, I'll draw a line, take that off, straight the way across to his pin bone here. Off with this is the 3, where the pin bone is, there, to the bend of leg, I'll take my 3 in, and I'll also take that same 3 on the inside of his leg as well, because like I say about the friction area. And when I'm looking at the back here, it's going to look like an A shape, like this. It'll be short underneath, but it'll be in that A shape, and that hides a multitude of sins, you know, with your shape of you, like you say, your wonky legs and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to get cracking because I'm going to take some hair off before the bath, fluff him all up, and then I'm going to go over him. He has a clean face, so from his eye to his ear, down to probably about 2 fingers under his breast, is Adam's apple. You have that. He has his feet clipped, and he has a small portion of the top of his tail, and it's sort of his bottom's there, so it's clipped to here. And I think I've done a little bit more on his because he's got a very long tail, just for cleanliness as well. And as you can see, they're not docked, so I try and do a little bit of a pom-pom shape then, like the pom-pom. So yeah, and obviously all underneath here is going to be clean. Yeah, so I don't worry too much as well about giving him a crest on his neck. So, you know, leaving this hair from the back of his occiput into his withers here. I don't worry about that too much. I take it all off on a 3. He's a pet, and the more that I leave on, the more likely he's going to get knotted, and it's got to last him till I see him next year. So, you know, less is more sometimes. And he's still going to have his lovely shapely legs, which I'll probably do on a 5 comb attachment, so pretty short really. I'll bevel the bottom of his legs and he'll have his clean feet. So I'll see you when he's finished. Oh, I'm really pushing it for time because Bobby's dad is literally going to be coming around the corner. He'll be coming round the corner in a minute. Right, so just to show you, he's so nervous, very puffy and panty, and he was a bit matted in areas, so his coat's very flimsy. To give it a really good cut. Can you turn your bum there so we can see the see the side of you, maybe? So if I just, can you see his bottom now? Can you see his shape now? There. So that's Bobby. So he's had a 3 on his body. He's had a 5 comb attachment legs. I've beveled around the bottom. Clean face, clean feet, clean tail there, and I've just scissored it round. Calm down, calm down. Sometimes he gets that worked up, a little bit of bile, phlegm will come up because he gets that worked up. So I'm just gonna, because it's gone a little bit, it's not here, because it's got a little bit sort of delicate, his hair. I'm just going to give it a bit of a comb in with some grooming spray. Just go, and it can be quite hard to scissor because, as you can see, he gets a little bit of a shake on it in his leg. So, you see, I've come down to this pin bone, I've just tucked it in here. The same with the back, I've tucked it in here, tucked it in there, and it's short on the inside, the same as that. If you look at the, there. So there's Bobby. So we're just waiting on Jake now, very loud Jake. So I'm going to put him down on the floor, we'll give him a shake, and his dad will turn up, and that'll be that. I'll tell you what else you're going to have. You're going to have a bandana, aren't you? Should we give you a nice blue? Do you like that one? You like that one? We'll give you this blue bandana. Yes, good boy. You're happy about that choice, aren't you? Beautiful. Okay. Right. Oh dear. Like a steam train. Look at you. Bobby. Look at me. You want a treat? What's this? Ooh. What's this here? Look. Look, Bobby. Bobby. What's this? Bob. Bobby. Want this? You want this? You want a treat? No. I see from this side. They're beautiful. So that was Bobby. I did say I might not be able to show you much. It's literally, I'm down to the wire when I'm doing Bobby. So he'll come at 1:15 and I'm done for 3. If I had to hand scissor him, I'd probably have to stick another half an hour on that. But I do him, you know, with what I do, I'm doing pets. So clipped his body on a 3, 5 comb attachment legs. That's right. that will be now till January. That'll do for January. And I noticed I must have left him slightly longer last time, because on his chest I had to take small portions of 5F off. Once it was all fluffed up, I went over with the 3. You can't really tell. But he comes up lovely. He really needed that good cut. But sometimes when you have to give them a good cut like that, the coat's hard to work with. It's very fluffy and soft, and can be floppy, quite floppy. I did use the Ordinary Mother Fluffer to try and lift it up, and with the 10-in-1 spray as well. That's what I actually used on Bobby's coat. So I've literally got 5 minutes just to get myself sorted. I'm all cleaned up, and I'm ready for Nutty Jake. He is going to break the silence today. It's been a nice quiet day. Nobody's really been noisy or anything. Well, in here has all been acoustically plasterboarded. I had to have certain criteria for my building, and that was what they specified, that I had to have not only acoustic windows and doors, but the actual plasterboard had to be acoustic plasterboard. And when it came, it had all these very fine wires on it. And I will do a video. I have got it on my waiting. I've built it up. I just need to put the information with it. Because obviously there was plans, there was council things, there was all sorts of things, costs and all sorts involved. So I want to, maybe spend a bit of time doing that. So all my pictures are there. I've saved them, and any little bits of video. But I didn't manage to get too much. I wish I'd have done the whole thing, but I wasn't doing my YouTube then. I hadn't actually started it. Or otherwise I could have actually done a daily blog on my video, on the building, which would have been really good. But yeah, so a couple of minutes and Jake is here. Well, I don't know what's happened, but there's no sign of Jake. I have sent them, it's like past now, so it's like 15 minutes past. Yeah, I'm hungry. I have sent a message, and I've sent an automated one that comes off the computer. When you miss an appointment, you can press a button and it just sends them a message. So that'll go through to an email and text as well. And I've sent her one directly from my phone as well. But there's no sign, so I hope that not like them. I do a daughter's dog, so I just hope everything's all right. I know Jake was a bit poorly with his teeth and things, so I hope it's not bad news. So I will let you know. So no Jake today. So yeah, not to worry. I don't, obviously it's over when you miss a client, because I know now I haven't got any more appointments. Not only that, I've lost obviously the money that, off my day as well, which takes a big chunk out of your week's money, because I only do like basically about 4 dogs a day, sometimes 5. It just depends. There might be a couple of little ones that come together, two Shih Tzus and stuff, and my lasses that come together, so I can do an extra one. So I hope everything's all right. Obviously, I know I've lost some money, but I do hope that Jake's okay. So that was my day today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, smash the like button, give it a share, give it a comment, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.